Greetings from the two of us. Russell Hatfield here, along with my twin soul Kara, who is a higher dimensional member of Ashtar Command. This lesson was channeled by Omal through Mark Crocker and is called Building the Great Pyramid. In this lesson we work on the building secrets of the ancients as Omal explains the process behind the building of the Great Pyramid of Giza and how they managed to get the stones so smooth. The questioner was the son of a friend of ours who was about 14 at the time of this recording. You can follow our online transcript at the link below of our homepage, centerforascension.org. Please subscribe if you want at the end of this video to be alerted to future channeling sessions, editorials from Kara and myself, and lessons from the Center for Ascension. And now, building the Great Pyramid.
Okay, questions and answers. Okay. Yeah, who's the gentleman? I am the person to ask on the unknown.
Okay. It's about pyramids.
Pyramids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know how they built pyramids? How you can't even stick a piece of paper through it? How did they do that?
They did it very cautiously and carefully by excavating the stones.
But
And by cutting to a predetermined measurable size.
the covering was perfect.
Yes.
You can't even see it done.
No, it is not so much the cutting, it's the fitting. That is, how did they fit them, not how did they cut, how did they fit them? That is the question. How you fit something so precisely is by smoothing the edges. How would you do that in a desert environment?
Sand them.
You have plenty of time to sand them with.
Sand them
How do
around
you set it with river sand?
by putting them between rocks. Or using a board.
Mom,
Yes?
does ancient mean old?
Reader's Digest, in fact, hired a construction company to determine what it would take to build the pyramids with today's modern technology. And working with that construction company, they came up with building it in 12 48-foot steps, using cranes, trucks to carry the stones and everything, with all the latest technology. It would cost basically $300 million. It would take 3,000 men working day and night, 3 years to build. Now, there is a much easier way to get rock smooth than using sand. Use a mixture of sand and water. Skip,
Yes.
do you use that combination?
Yeah, you can use that combination. And whetstones, we use it today.
Correct. That is how you get them smooth to fit together. The sheer size of them, some of them I believe weigh up to 50 tons today.
I believe so. I think that's correct.
The sheer weight would pressure them together to form a very, very tight fit. Construction is what gives it its tight fit. If you take sand and pile it, it makes a pyramid, but it does not make a steep pyramid.
No, it just makes a mound.
Correct. I believe the angles are constantly 45 degrees.
No, it wouldn't make 45
No,
degrees.
it is
It'd be more like 30.
Correct. But to have steeper angles, you need a lot of pressure to push in the blocks to form the perfect fit, which is what they have. How that is achieved is by layering the rocks in a very particular way.
How do they do that?
Well, just how they actually engineered it. Yeah, because the engineering would be the secret to the whole thing.
Correct. It is quite an easy thing to do once you know how.
Yeah.
But things often are not as they appear when you look at architecture of that period in design.
Actually, them 50-ton blocks, by putting sand and water between them, you could make them fit perfectly
Oh, it
by
is quite
moving them
simple.
back and forth.
Now, as we know from our discussions with yourself, The blocks actually were lifted by psychokinesis,
Right.
and placed into, peaking. In other words, if I was to look at this microphone and pick it up with my mind up about 2 feet in the air, that would be psychokinesis.
Well, people have developed their minds so that they can do that.
Right. Back then, they had more mind control than you see in most people today.
Well, more people today are preoccupied with material things.
Right. So back then, certain people could be trained to be able to lift 50-ton blocks up in the air with their minds.
But it is necessary to focus on the engineering piece, not on the metaphysical skills, due to the fact that your modern culture does not accept that. There is a
Okay.
different explanation.
How did they get the blocks so smooth? With the sand and water then?
Yes, pretty much so.
And didn't they lift them with that? I see.
How long did it take them to build it?
Probably quite a few years.
Yes, it was quite a few years.
Like 40, 50 years?
Not quite that long. I should say it was closer to 30, but it was done in pits and starts. It wasn't done continuously due to the environmental factors of the area, such as rainy days